Star Wars Celebration has just begun, and it started with a bang. 3 movies were announced right away with zero messing around, giving a lot of fans a slice of what we all wanted. One movie to explore the origins of the Jedi, another movie being directed by Dave Filoni himself in the Mando timeline, and another movie that will be the first one to come out in 2025 that is 15 years after The Rise of Skywalker that will explore the new Jedi Order with Rey. So first of all, I know I just said Rey and that means sequel trilogy content, but hear me out. A movie following Rey and her new Jedi Order, I know, calm down, it's going to be alright. Actually, this is good news. So smash a like on this video so we can get hyped up for all this crazy news together. So it's official, 3 new Star Wars movies have been announced, and the first of which is going to be releasing in 2025, and it will follow Rey in her new Jedi Order. But if you aren't a fan of the sequel trilogy, which I'm sure many of you are not, stick around till the end of this video because the other 2 movies are going to make you lose your mind. So this morning at Star Wars Celebration, Daisy Ridley came out on stage to help announce this project. And although it will be a Rey-centered movie, it will take place 15 years after The Rise of Skywalker, and that could cause for a whole new threat in the galaxy, and hopefully a Jedi temple that is Rey's, that will most likely be fully formed and have Padawans running around and all that fun stuff. Also, does this mean that we could see other sequel characters like Poe and Rose, but most importantly Finn? Because John Boyega, who played Finn in the sequel trilogy, has said many times that he does not want to be in Star Wars anymore. I mean, I don't blame him for what they did to his character in the sequel trilogy, but I feel like it wouldn't be the same without Finn being there and being a trained Jedi Knight. That would really be a feel-good moment for the fans of Finn, because that character never really went anywhere in the sequel trilogy. But 15 years after The Rise of Skywalker also allows us to see Grogu at around the age of 100. And we know from Yoda in Return of the Jedi that 100 was around the age that he started training Jedi himself. The only problem with seeing Grogu in this movie, if he's not with Din Djarin, then we know Din Djarin is dead. Which leads directly to the next movie that was announced. Now this movie will be directed by Dave Filoni and take place in the Mando timeline, which of course is before the sequel trilogy, so we know if Grogu shows up in that post-sequel trilogy movie, then Din Djarin is likely dead. But this Dave Filoni directed Mandoverse movie is actually going to be like a Avengers Endgame level event, connecting all the characters from the Mandalorian, the Skeleton Crew, the Ahsoka show, and the Book of Boba Fett. They will probably be fighting some big threat like Grand Admiral Thrawn and his undead army of stormtroopers, but the coolest part is that it will be on the big screen in the movie theaters and directed by Dave Filoni, the man, the myth, the legend himself, the apprentice of George Lucas. So it goes without saying, of the 3 movies that were announced, this is the one I am the most excited for. Because everything that Dave Filoni touches turns to gold. The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, The Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi, and of course now The Mandalorian, and later this year the Ahsoka show. I have no doubt in my mind that this movie is going to be mind-blowing, and I cannot wait for it. But the last and final movie that was announced will be directed by James Mandgold and be the origins or the dawn of the Jedi. Now this is absolutely crazy. This is uncharted territory for Star Wars canon. And what this sets up for the future of Star Wars is insane. The origins of the Jedi, the origins of the Sith, the Old Republic. Tens of thousands of years of Legends material can be brought into Star Wars canon. The future of Star Wars is ridiculously bright, and I can't wait for all of it. So don't miss out on any other announcements from Star Wars Celebration by hitting that subscribe, smash a like on this video if you liked it, hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video, and if you want more exciting news from Star Wars Celebration, go watch this live stream I just did breaking down the Ahsoka trailer.